Hey guys, what is up? Reckless Rogue here, and welcome back to the channel. Well, we are finally here. We are getting going with the RWBY Volume 7 premiere. And that title doesn't just scream Atlas. This is very much going to be our Atlas volume. More than one volume, maybe we'll get a saga. We got, a couple in Mistral, obviously, the Beacon trilogy. But the fact that the chapter title, The Greatest Kingdom... Now, if that does not scream Atlas patriotism, I don't know what does. And the description for this chapter reads, "Our heroes have finally made it to Atlas, but are they truly as safe as they'd hoped? The shining city in the clouds may be a beacon of hope for Remnant, but it casts a dark shadow." Now, that alone, we could be talking very physically. It's a hovering city in the sky. It is likely what we saw below from the end of Volume 6 is Mantle, which has very much been overshadowed by Atlas. You could take it from a physical standpoint, it would literally cast a shadow over Mantle. But of course also, metaphorically, you think about what happened to Mantle in the rise of Atlas. As Crow said in The World of Remnant, a golden age of prosperity they called it, but those left behind in Mantle would say it was the coldest winter they ever knew. So very much put a shadow over Mantle. And you can even talk for the rest of the world. Atlas is very strong. It's got a strong defense, military, ironwood at the head. It's very technologically advanced. But of course, it's shady. We know there are shady goings on in Atlas. So who knows? I really don't know. There's so many things you can take away from that metaphorically and physically. But yes, obviously last we left at our heroes, they had just arrived at Atlas. Our villains, very much Dr. Watts with Tyrion, are heading for Atlas. Cinder and Neil on a disguised airship heading for Atlas. Still think Neil's going to turn her back on Cinder, and I can't wait for it. Obviously Hazel, Emerald and Mercury, very much still back at the castle with Salem and her new army of modified Beringal Grimm. Salem is she's not relying solely on her people, she's preparing her own army. There is going to be all-out war, just like we discussed in Volume 3 in the Vault with Pyrrha and the teachers. Not a war between nations, but nonetheless a war is coming. And the side are reaching their peak. The Atlas Air Fleet is all lined up ready for the attack, or defending against the attack. The villains are en route. Salem's army, we don't know whereabout they are, but they're going to be on their way. Possibly even during this volume, who knows? Shit is going to go down, that's for sure. Yeah, I really don't know, obviously. Obviously from the trailer we know our heroes do very quickly get into the action. You assume that takes place pretty early on, considering they are wearing their old outfits. Of course we know they do get new outfits in Volume 7. So that's almost definitely going to be from this episode, and based on the very preview bit, when you look at Rooster Teeth website, it showed you a very preview of the episode. It was very much that stuff from getting into the action, dropping straight into battle, fighting the Grimm in what I assume is the streets of Mantle, based on the fact that they're very dark, there's riots, you've got the knights patrolling it, trying to keep things in order, I guess. Yeah, who knows, man. This show is crazy. Obviously, it's my love, it's my passion, and I've waited all year for this. We didn't even have Chibi to help us get through. Luckily, Volume 6 was so amazing it helped, but we are here for Volume 7, Chapter 1, The Greatest Kingdom. Let's get into this. Alright guys, here we go. It is time for the premiere of Volume 7. This is Chapter 1, The Greatest Kingdom. Starting in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Where are we starting? With our heroes in Mantle? I hear water. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's like in the northern lights, much like the north of our own planet. And there's the moon, we know all about that now. That is already ominous as fuck. Oh my... Their ships are mobilized, they weren't kidding. Yo! 5x5.
Manta
Go look at that
5-1.
shit.
Welcome home.
Welcome home, but I don't feel
Please
like we're very
continue your
welcome.
approach to Atlas Docking Bay Omega 12. A security team will meet you there. Over.
Ooh,
I
who's
don't
in that
understand.
security team?
What's happening here?
Yeah.
No. But we are here. We got the lamp to Atlas, so I guess we land and get some answers.
I'm not
It's
so
not
sure.
going to be that straightforward. It's definitely not
I've
going to be
never
that
seen our
straightforward.
forces deployed so aggressively before. If we land in a stolen ship, there's no way the security team will let us anywhere near Ironwood.
Oh, come on.
They might even take me back to my father.
No, that ain't happening.
So... Winter, put some distance between us and the fleet.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Of course not, Maria. That's going to raise some flags, though, isn't it? Of course, because they're back in the area now. She should have to be able to call Winter. Because there's still communication within the kingdom, we know that. If Vale can manage it, Atlas definitely can. This must be Mantle. God, look at it. The lighting, look at the lighting on them, it's so good.
Many have described these as uncertain times. And while that may be the case for the rest of the world, I can tell you what is certain. The kingdom of Atlas will remain strong, and it will
Still
remain
keeping with his
sacred.
vision of a strong
That
Atlas.
is my promise.
Look at it, like you can see
General
he's
Ironwood.
stressed, a full beard
He
now.
looks
Yeah,
tired.
ragged.
James, what have you been doing?
Oh, the relationship Crow and I would have, like, he does care, you can tell. Oh, God. Look at
This
the
isn't
state
right.
of this place.
None of this is right.
Manta
No.
5-1, we've noticed a detour in your route. You are to make your way to Docking Bay Omega 12 immediately. Do you copy? Over.
We're kind of running out of time here, kids.
Yeah, you need
We
to
need
think
to
of
ditch
something.
this ship.
Agreed. Get lost in Mantle and buy ourselves some time.
I'm
Yeah, we're
telling you,
Mantle
my sister can
confirmed,
take us to Ironwood. Weiss?
Yeah, but you need to get in contact with her and you haven't managed
A
it.
reminder.
Winter!
Failure to cooperate with Atlas military personnel is a punishable offense. If your sector is
Winter?
under lockdown, please
No
ask
offense, Weiss. I'm not
She's
sure
really-
that's a good idea
yeah.
anymore.
There's obviously something very wrong. If we can just talk to her, then we...
Look, I'm not even sure we should be talking to Ironwood until we know exactly what's
Yeah.
going on with Mantle.
But everyone, calm down.
We need Maria to keep things
I
in
know
order
someone
here.
who can help with both.
Manta
Really?
5-1, you are to make your...
Jeez, lady, take a hint.
Take. Oh, Maria, never change, please. Who do you know, Maria? There were those two people in the trailer that we saw. I'm gonna assume it's them. Oh my god. I love how, like, they've even polished it. You can see from Volume 6, the animation looks so clean. Election imminent.
Come on
Oh, wow,
now,
four of
hurry.
us.
It shouldn't be much of a walk.
Show
Is
your
this many
teeth.
soldiers normal?
No. At least,
Okay,
I didn't think so.
I bet he kept. They're being watched. Oh, who's watching the feed? Oh, that was a cool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Maybe we should pick up the pace.
I don't like
You
this
have to
place.
remember, the kingdom had just lost the Great War. The people of
Yeah.
Mantle needed a sign of a brighter future, and that sign was Atlas. After all, a home in the clouds is about as bright as it gets.
How that went for them, though, not great.
We are here for your safety. Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh wow, the miners.
Unless you're the one having to look up at it.
This whole city,
Yeah.
it just seems awful.
It really is.
You don't like it here?
Mm-mm.
There's plenty of space out in the tundra.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Atlas is the greatest kingdom in the world, alright?
Oh god.
We can't cause a scene.
Yeah.
The embargo's got us in a rough patch, but it'll blow over. You'll see.
We try and help the other
God,
kingdoms,
look at
and
the
this
state
is what
of this
happens?
place.
I say let it rot!
I apologize. I didn't mean to insult you.
Stupid phonics like you wouldn't understand.
Oh. Yeah. That's a. Oh.
It was worth it.
It was worth it. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Hey, wait! That was.
We are here for your safety.
Oh, you messed with the wrong people.
Thank you for your cooperation.
That just feels so robotic. We're here for your safety. Thank you for your cooperation. Oh, there you go.
It's good to see you again, old friend.
Who is this? New character? Who are you?
Ah, yes. Have we met?
Well, this is off to a fantastic start.
Cybernetic optical implants? You adjust them every 10 years or so?
That's who you go to for that.
Maria! Yes, with a cybernetic optical implant.
That's fucking awesome. Oh my god.
Oh, wow. Has it been that long already?
That's awesome. I love it.
I know. I age like a fine wine. Would have been here sooner if I hadn't run into these jokers. At the time, I thought they might need my guidance while fighting a little old sphinx.
Oh, did they?
Fighting a little sphinx?
No. They had much more complicated issues.
Yeah, that's the way of putting it.
And this is...
So impatient. I didn't think I'd need to introduce one of Atlas's finest minds.
Working in a place like this?
I was going to say, this seems very unfitting.
He likes to keep a low profile. Something I've come to realize none of you know anything about.
You can call me Pietro.
Finest heart, too. This pharmacy is just where he volunteers when he's not building the future of Atlas alongside Ironwood up in the clouds.
Oh, it's stuffy up there. Down here, I get to help the locals and have a little fun. I'm currently working on shoes that make you dance. You want to try them on?
Yes! Before we get to that, we were wondering if you could help us. We came to Atlas hoping to talk with General Ironwood, but,
What exactly has been happening here?
What hasn't been happening here?
The fall of Beacon took a toll on all of us. James was no different. I couldn't tell you exactly what it was he saw there, but it changed him. He's scared. Paranoid would be the more appropriate term.
That is actually better.
You have to understand, it wasn't just the Grim. Someone completely dismantled Atlas security code, made it their plaything, and made us look like traitors to some and buffoons to everyone else. Whoever managed to do that is either a genius or one of our own. I fear the answer may be both. And so does the General.
Dr. Watts. The W.
Maybe Atlas isn't as safe as we thought.
Nowhere is safe anymore.
After we came all this way, we can't just leave, can we?
How does the council feel about all of this? Or Winter Schnee? Do you know anything about her?
Well, the council's so scared they'll agree to whatever he wants. Though some representatives from Mantle. Wait, your wife Schnee?
Yeah, talk about low profile.
Wait, what was it that you were trying to say about Mantle?
You painted it.
He made the art, of course.
Is everything okay?
That makes sense.
You're Team RWBY.
Oh, God. Well, they know
us?
Oh, my girl, I do. I most certainly do. And I feel like such a dunce for not recognizing you sooner. My daughter's told me so much about you.
Your
daughter?
Daughter?
Who's your daughter? Uh-oh. I wonder who his daughter is!
Wait!
They can handle it. The Grim Attack. This is the Grim Attack! Oh, here we go. First action scene. Dude, I'm not trying to think. Who does he remind me of from Beacon? Because his daughter knows them. Oh, her weapon's still broken. Yeah, still got the gun
version. I guess the city defenses aren't doing much.
Somehow that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you surprised by that, really? It's natural, they don't give a shit. Yeah. Here they come.
Well, we didn't come this far to fail now.
Here we go, girls. Yeah, they're hopeless. Oh, yeah. New song already. Oh, wow, yes. Come on, John. Get in there, my boy. Yo, he's come so far. Oh, big crew. Yes, nice. It's back out. Oh, this is a pissed crone, I love it. Come on, Oscar. Go on. Yes. Yep. Stay focused. Oh, they've all come so far. That's separate uses. Oh my god. Oh, I'm back home. Talking about increasing semblance usage or combining the two teams together, look at that. Yeah. What? Was that reminded me of Penny's kind of weapon? Some kind of Atlas defense? If it's a Penny thing, don't even start me on that. Don't even dare. Don't even dare do that to me, Rooster Teeth. What? No! 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 Yes! It's Penny 2.0! It's Penny 2.0! I was joking! No! She's gonna have no
Why
memory.
don't you say hello to your friends?
Oh, she does remember them! His daughter! Please! Please!
Sal? You?
Oh, don't ruin that! Yes! Don't ruin it! Oh my god! I've never been so sad or happy for me to be in pain.
It is such a pleasure to see you all again. Penny, I thought you...
Died? I guess in a manner of speaking, she did. But we were able to recover her core from Amity Arena once it had made its way back to Atlas. It took me some time, but...
I'm as good as new. Better even. And now I'm the official
the
protector
Colosseum
of the
flies.
city.
That's my
It wasn't left a beacon.
We're not going to let a little ripping to shreds stop us, are we?
They're so casual about it. They're so casual about this.
Strangely wholesome.
It
Sounds
really
like Penny
is.
to me.
Yeah, that's
We have so many
accurate
things
fuck.
to catch up about. I
Yes, we
cannot
do.
wait.
Oh.
It seems we will have to wait.
I've
Let's
missed
talk
you,
more later. I
Penny.
can't wait to hear about all your adventures and how you got Penny. I'm very excited for the whole experience.
Oh my god, Penny, I've missed you
I
so
can't tell if
much.
I completely understand what's going on or have like a million questions.
And thankfully, I have about 1,000 answers. But let's get out of this weather.
I love this guy.
I have absolutely no idea who that child was. Is she important somehow?
Yes.
That was unexpected.
Never
Yes,
a dull
it
moment.
was.
But I wouldn't say unwelcome. I was honestly
not at all.
expecting things to go a lot rougher.
Oh my god, Penny! The hell? Oh, I sense it! Ren, got a good spot. Not fast enough this time, Ren. Who are these people?
Good work, team.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, pal! I'm a licensed huntsman. Just help save everyone?
Oh, you leave Harbinger alone. Taking the weapons. The lamp.
Let's get them loaded into the next transport.
Please! We were just trying to help!
What is the meaning of this? What are the Aesops even doing down here in Mount?
The Aesops?
Ops?
Yeah, please.
Doctor,
The
good to see you.
Aesops.
Well, we heard a report of an unauthorized ship making an unauthorized landing, followed by an unauthorized use of weapons by non-licensed huntsmen.
Well, one of
If
them
we
is...
could just talk this out.
They'll be able to talk this out once they get up to Atlas. Let's move out!
Okay, at least they're not bad guys, because I was worried about that from the trailer since they took the relic.
Now this is much closer to what I was expecting.
I was gonna say, I was like, this is what Atlas is. Is that the end? It's not over already, is it? Oh! Oh my god, it's like the original Volume 1! On the trailers!
Keep dreaming about a better world.
Keep dreaming about a better
Keep
world.
pushing for some clarity.
Oh!
Always hoping that a lightning bolt is gonna save you from this gravity.
I love it. Oh, the Stephen music! Oh, I love that transition from the old to the new outfit. That's so cool. Oh, Ironwood. Oh, who I? So this is the Aesop, I guess. They're gonna be a thing. Dr. Watts. Yep, he's there inside the Tyrion. There they are. We do it. Yeah, Winter's back as well. Oh, pissed off. I'm so fucking happy about that. Oh, that hair, we're going to get used to that. Oh, but there's something else going on right now. Like gravity camera. Oh, the anger. I saw that he flickered the shot where the true hatred lies. Syria! Oh! Oh my god, it's Syria's big growing head! It's the rematch! That better be real. That better be one of those real things. Oh, yes! That's so anime. Oh my god. Yo! What an opening! Now that is how you set a precedent for a volume right there. Penny, it's so good to see you again. Oh my god. I'm not okay. Oh. And they blew it off so casually. This concept art is beautiful as well. Oh my god. Dude, look at that. Now that is how you start an episode, or a volume rather. Yo. That was mental. Oh, I need to try and go through this in order, but you all know the stuff I want to talk about was near the end. So, I was wondering how that was gonna go. Trying to compose myself, jeez. I was not expecting that much emotion from the opening chapter. So obviously, yes, we very much picked up where we left off. Them arriving in Atlas. And I wonder how that was gonna go, yeah, because I was thinking that, like, yes, they were welcomed home as Manta 5-1, but the airship was stolen, and Cordovan's report would not have gone through yet, even though Cordovan is going to be covering for them in the long term, because she's saying about a ship going missing, but it's still a stolen airship. So obviously they do deviate to Mantle, which makes sense, it's more undercover. And just seeing that city, like, you know, the kids throwing rocks at the fact that the drones and the Elysian Knights are just patrolling in the first place, it does show the state. And I'm glad they brought it up, like, is it normal for them to have this much? And Weiss replies with no, or she didn't think so. You get the impression, despite Weiss is from Atlas, I bet she was never allowed to go to Mantle. It was probably, one, too dangerous being a Schnee for her to go there, and two, her dad would like to keep her under close eye, and I doubt he would go down there. Far too dangerous for him to do that. He's not a brave man. Smart, yes. Brave, no. So they make their way eventually, and then we get to meet, I've forgotten his name, I was just so hyped up how cool he was, and his fucking chair with the robotic legs. Fucking awesome. I should have connected the Penny thing, but even the colour scheme was kind of, I guess I was just thinking it's Atlas, they have to hide, like, technological stuff. But yeah, I find it weird that such a man, the one that worked on Maria's goggles, was in Mantle in this crummy workshop, but it's just where he volunteers when he's not up in Atlas. Directly helping Ironwood makes more sense because it was even the art he made. I'm like, you paint like my artwork and you painted it? How could you? But then of course, as things go, the questions get interrupted by Grim Attack. We get to see the crew back in action again, which was fucking awesome. Seeing the scythe uses the increased use of the semblance. Oh, one thing I forgot. Dude, Weiss getting pissed off about how they were with Blake, those two arseholes. Like, just degrading her for her fauna's heritage, and Weiss had none of it. It was like, it was worth it. Because you could see very much she got angry back at the Argus military base, and she's like, what is that supposed to mean? Like, she nearly got angry then, but she was smart enough not to fight the Atlas military, because that would have gone badly. But she just lost it with these two drunken idiots. But yeah, back to the fight. We get to see the crew back in action again. We're really great. Seeing Jean and Oscar's increase was brilliant. And dude, and actually another thing I forgot again, there's so much happening. I'm trying to avoid getting back to the bit I want to talk about. Those, like, electronic billboards with Ironwood and Winter on them, it just feels so, I don't even know, just wrong is my gut feeling. The things they were saying, like, we're here for your protection, thank you for your cooperation, it's like talking to sheep. Like, they're in control, and, like, yeah, Ironwood's paranoid. The one thing Ironwood prides himself on, that Atlas prides itself on, is their technological innovation, their strength, their military. And Cinder's crew, they just played it. It was their, as I said, their plaything. That's literally Ironwood and Atlas's trump card. It was turned against them like a toy. But yeah, I know why she keep going back to Winter, but right now we don't know how far we can trust them. Like, not because of their intent. Don't get me wrong, Ironwood and Winter's intent are pure as day, but it's the methods. It's the Atlas way, and it's just right now it is not. Strength is not. Sailor has said it from the fucking first chapter of RWBY. You will find no victory in strength. But here Ironwood, here Winter, Atlas, they just keep trying to use it. It's not working. Yeah. I hope Weiss understands that. I think she did a bit when they said, like, we don't know if we can even trust Ironwood, like, we cannot reach out to them just yet. But they deal with the Grim Attack, and then the green lasers come out. I was like, it's like Penny. I was like, that's really mean, Rusty. I'm like, don't you dare. And they did it. They fucking went and did it. Penny 2.0. But she's a 2.0, but she's not. I'm so like, Rusty, thank you for giving us something back. You didn't take away. Because I was super worried that if Penny came back, she wasn't going to remember. She was going to be rebuilt from scratch. But they recovered the core, because I thought the core would have been lost because of Beacon, but I forgot the Colosseum flies. They somehow retreated. Maybe they can remotely autopilot it back. And it came back to Atlas with, obviously, Penny's remains. I know that's a bit grim, but... grim. Unintentional pun. It came back with her core, and they were able to, obviously remade a new body, and her core was re-downloaded, and they're back together. And yes, they have to catch up. And I love the comical her flying away like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go to blah. Reminded me of Caboose a bit from one of the mini-series. He visits the Halo Reach campaign. That was fucking hilarious. But I'm sure we will see more of Penny. They're not, like, that would be so cool to not see her again in the volume. But we do get to see her. And then, of course, while still bad, at least I feel better. Obviously, the Ace Ops team, I believe they are referred to as, clearly some of the best special operatives in the Atlas military. Commandeer, like, they restrained our heroes, and Commandeer, like, this time Ren sent it, they were not fast enough. He was there, but not quite fast enough. Like, when Tyrion attacked, he was ready to defend. It was so fast, it was very, very efficient. You know, what was it, like 5 of the best of Atlas. Restrain them, take the weapons, and they are going to take them to Atlas. And I couldn't say it because I was breathless at this point, but Crow said what I was thinking, like, that's the kind of welcome I was expecting from Atlas. That's very much what I thought was like, this is the Atlas kind of welcome. And yeah, once again, you know, but the thing is, so Maria hasn't gone with them. I don't believe. I'm going to be rewatching it because, again, I was taking back, but Maria was with her friend at the time because she wasn't actually fighting. So I guess they couldn't technically restrain her because she wasn't fighting. Because the report was the stolen ship land and then unwarranted use of weapon from unlicensed huntsmen. So yeah, that was the opening to Volume 7. And obviously I watched the pre-stream yesterday. I am recording this as of which it came out for first members. And they said this was a very pivotal volume. It was probably like the hardest to write, but the most important, they feel. They said, excluding, obviously, they did say that, obviously, Volume 6, with the whole story of Ozma, Salem, Remnant, and the Gods, was one of the biggest lore dumps they have for RWBY. But they said, overall, Volume 7, I think they said, is their most important volume yet. And with that as the opening, I struggled to have any doubt in that. But yeah. I'm getting back into the swing of watching RWBY again, and I'm literally out of breath, my heart is racing. So, I'm probably going to start being unable to speak soon, and my heart's going to give out, and I need to rewatch that because I'm bound to have missed some stuff. So I think I am going to end this here, but please do give us a like, thumbs up if you enjoyed. Comment what you thought about the episode. I mean, I struggled to see that Penny was not the big thing here, but who knows. And subscribe if you're looking forward to seeing my RWBY Volume 7 journey. And until then, I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.